Okay, gotcha. Okay. Let's put this on too. But okay. It's cool. It'll work out. It'll all work out. But
But he does write poetry. He shared a poem on his uh
yeah, that thing was long. Was that a poem or was it?
no, I mean, like I don't think he's in the actual in the I don't think he's joined the poetry group and on Facebook yet, but like on his
Mm,
personal Facebook, he shared a poem that became
mm.
his book.
Wow.
And it was a really good poem. So
Well, we'll see what he got. Because
yeah.
I would love to. I know he draws and whatnot, but I would love to hear it. So many people do poetry. They just don't. That goes back to what we just talked about. They just don't. They're afraid to show it. A lot of them.
Yeah. I mean, poetry is a little bit vulnerable. I have written like I think four
Mhm.
more poems. I've written four more poems since our
So you gonna
last
share it tonight?
call. Am I? As long as you don't
Hey,
ask me to talk about them, just
nah. I'm dead. That's
I can
exactly
just
what
if
you
I
gotta
can
do.
no, if I can just read the poem as is,
Absolutely not. We gotta talk about it.
uh,
No.
well then I can't share some of them.
Oh, okay. Because it's more on a personal level.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, you can just read them. I will ask if it's personal.
So if you let me just read them, then it's fine.
If that's the reason, then yeah.
The reason, yeah,
Nah. Uh,
that's the reason. There's one that I can share and then talk about.
well, let's start with that one.
Start with that one.
Let's start with that one.
Give me a second, because I now have like poetry in different places. I have it on my Google Drive, and then
Hmm.
also like the ones that I think of on the go, I have in my notes app.
Gotcha. Oh, take your time. Now, if you want to, we could start with mine, but it will require you to, since I'm driving.
You have a poem?
Yeah, just more so a poem that I would like to hear.
Oh, a poem you'd like to hear. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, mine like it's easy. I have a poetry. I have a poetry folder in my thing,
Okay.
so it's right here. This one is the one I
Yeah.
shared in the poetry group.
Oh, I think I commented on that one, I think.
Did comment on this one.
Hmm.
Mm.
That one was deep. I don't need something
Yes,
I can. Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not,
go ahead. Mhm.
yeah, this one is called I'm Not Desperate.
Yep. Yep.
I'm not desperate for love. I have all that I need from my father, the king. I'm content
Mm,
with my singleness, content when alone, for the one who loves me truly sits on the throne.
mm,
I'm not searching for someone to make me whole. I'm whole right now because he says so. That doesn't mean I don't wish for love again, a love that builds me up instead of breaking me down. But I can wait for this. I'm not desperate or afraid of being alone, because with God on my side, I'm never truly alone. He will
mm,
never leave me nor forsake me. His love never fails. Even if I never find a partner, I have a God whose love prevails. I'm
mm,
content to live this life single and free. If you intend to trap me or keep me bound, know this. That isn't the love I'm searching for. I
mm,
won't stick around.
mm. My goodness.
Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not seek to control. Love is freedom and divine. Love is unconditional.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ah,
Here's,
that was good.
yeah. I
Freaking
like
good.
that
I love that one.
one.
I didn't like it. I loved it. That's amazing. Seriously. All right. Talk. That's one you can talk about?
That's one I can talk about. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So what's going on? What's happening there? What's this?
what's happening here? Okay, so this
Yes.
one actually, like, the inspiration came
Mhm.
um particularly from um when a guy that I call Refund Guy.
Yo, you about to share that? This is where we going?
No, I won't go into the
No,
whole
no,
story.
no, 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 no. You can do.
You want me
Let's
to go?
do it. Let's do it. I said go into the whole story. Yes, forget that because
No,
we missed it last time. So like I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Forget. Let's just talk stories. Go ahead.
you don't want me to. I signed up for Let's Just Talk Stories,
Go
so
ahead. We can cancel it. Go ahead. We actually. I want to hear this.
you just want to hear the story. You
Yes.
know. Anyways, well, first let me talk about the poem
Oh,
because
okay.
that's
Okay.
what
Yeah. Yeah.
this.
True, true, okay. Okay. All right.
You're just nosy. I want to hear the story.
I am.
But the inspiration for this poem came
hmm
um from
hmm
the refund guy
hmm
back out um to me finding me on Facebook.
Yeah.
Uh, and and that's where decided to write this poem. I'm
hmm
not desperate.
Yeah.
And it also is kind of like an homage to also all of the like men that have attended my lives
Yeah.
in some
Yep.
capacity that are like, be my girlfriend or
hmm
and I'm not looking.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, that's good.
so yeah, so that's kind of what this is. Um,
hmm
but but it was funny because like when he reached out again, um, that's what I thought of. I'm not desperate.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. Like, because you reached out with a level of like, hey, are you still single? Like, almost like a, like who the heck starts a conversation off of, man, like what the heck? Like, who are you? No, like, no, hey, how are you doing? No, like,
no,
who
he
are you?
did ask that. He did ask that.
Yeah, but
It
consecutively, he asks, are you still
was like,
single?
he's like, "Hey, Kara, how you been? Still single?"
What the heck?
Oh, it was funny.
Like, bro, what you like? That ain't
Um,
even none of your business.
no, it's not. I mean, I didn't reply because I don't care. Like, he
Right.
his chance.
Jeremiah's coming in, by the way.
Okay.
Yep. But keep going, keep going.
Anyways, so that's what
Oh,
that
here it
is.
is. Hmm
Um, that's what that was for. That's why I wrote this poem,
Yeah.
or one of the reasons. And also just kind of thinking like, well, I guess I can go into a little bit of the story.
Yeah.
Want me to? You want me to?
I want you to. I do.
Like, so before I had like I met Refund Guy on Hinge.
Hmm
The dating
Now, can you explain? I don't know what Hinge is.
Hinge is a dating app.
Okay. Okay.
Dating app. I was on a dating app in
Okay.
2022. This is 2022. The year after my divorce.
Yeah.
Or yeah, like the right after.
Yeah.
And
hmm
it's the year I call uh the year of bad decisions. Uh,
Mm. And welcome, Jeremiah. We see you, man. Kara's just telling a story about this poem that she just read to us.
hey Jeremiah.
Hey, Jeremiah.
I,
Welcome.
Welcome. How
I'll
you
just
doing?
go ahead.
What'd you say?
I'm doing quite well. Thank you.
Nice, nice. Glad to hear, man.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us too. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're glad to
Yeah,
have
I
you.
meant to try earlier. And at first, it wasn't connecting, and I thought it was at five. But
I think you're breaking up a little bit on my end. Kara, you breaking up on your end?
It's breaking up a little bit on my end too, but
Okay. Let me
terrible
kind of
internet
hear.
connection here.
No, no, you're fine, man. You're fine. Okay, that was actually a lot better. A lot
yeah.
better. Can you say something now? I just want to make sure you're good.
Yeah, it's frozen on my end, I think.
He's frozen? Okay. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing that. Crazy mess. But keep going with the story. I'm pretty sure you could
Okay.
probably still hear us. But go ahead. Sorry.
Where was No, it's okay. Where was I? Let's see. Oh yeah. So um so I originally downloaded Hinge. Uh it was after my ex had called me um to tell me that he was dating my cousin, basically. Uh
Yeah.
I mean, in so many words. Uh he said a lot more.
Wait. He called you to
Yeah,
tell you that?
he called me
I
to
don't think
tell me.
you told. Did you tell me that?
I'm not sure. This is
Okay.
why there's a whole backstory to this story, which is why it could be on stories because it's not really um
Wow. Yeah.
there's I could fill up I could fill up an hour talking about the story. Uh and we can, you know what? We will talk about it on stories. But
On
anyway,
stories. Okay. Okay.
I'll tell the story on stories.
Okay.
See if
But
I
that's
can
kind of
stay
like
in a little bit longer
where
this time.
the yeah,
This,
that's where the poem like
sure, I'll take a
from there.
sandwich.
I think he's kind of coming in a little bit.
All right. If it doesn't work, guys, I'll try again a different day. The internet here being so spotty.
No, I understand, man. I understand. No problem. It's fine, you know. Again, that's kind of how it is, man.
Yeah. Here I
But it's
went
all
and
good.
wrote a poem, and I don't even know where I put it.
And the thing is, we can hear you now. So just so you know, it's actually a lot
Oh, well,
clearer.
that's good.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah, it is.
All right. But yeah, I wrote a poem. I don't know what I did with it.
I saw it on
Oh
Facebook.
man. Don't tell me you lost a poem.
Oh, so you also posted it somewhere. I decided I have to write them for my book.
Hmm. Well, if you
That's
have any
awesome.
poem that you want to share, I think Kara was in the middle of sharing a story. Were you not going to share the story, Kara, or were you just kind of still giving back ends to the
I'm
poem
not
that you?
gonna,
I mean,
I
I'll
don't think
happily listen in.
I'm not gonna share the whole story here because like I
Yeah.
think it'll yeah, I'll share that on stories. But like basically, I mean, with my ex having told me that, that was one of the reasons I went on Hinge. That's where I met Refund Guy.
Yeah.
That also like, I mean, part of and like I guess part of that um I think at the time, like at that time when I was dating, when I went on a date with Refund Guy, um, I joined Hinge because I was a little bit like after hearing that my ex had, I guess, moved on or found somebody, I
Yeah.
was like, I
Hmm.
feel like maybe I'm behind and be
Hmm.
I should be dating again.
Hmm.
Um, but I wasn't really ready at that time. And so like now, like part of the reason I wrote the I'm Not Desperate poem was that Refund Guy reached out. And then also it was kind of like it's reminiscent also like where my ex and my cousin are now engaged. And
Yeah.
so
Hmm.
like uh before that had put me in a catalyst to try to start dating again, like because I felt, but now I'm just like it doesn't, I don't care, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'm content where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I love where I'm at.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter to me,
Yeah.
you know?
That's
Um,
good.
so
Mm.
that's like full circle-ish. But
That's good.
on stories, I will go into the full, like I have full backstory, full story. We'll get into the whole thing.
Yep. You got to. You got to. Yep. You got to.
But yeah, and I think like just me finding like it's all about like the I'm not desperate is more that like I have found the love that I need is from
Yeah.
God, you
Yeah.
know? Like, and that's what it's all about. It's like um that's where my love comes from, and that's like where true love comes from.
Yep.
And so I even like, put in some scripture in there, with like the love is patient, love is kind,
Yeah.
not seeks to control. And a lot of
Hmm.
times, even like with people, like sometimes even going to try to find a date or like, people, they're just always thinking about controlling you or like, I want you to be like this, I want you to be like that.
Yeah.
And that's not what like true love is. So that's not what I want. Like,
Yeah.
that's also why I have that line. If you intend to trap me or keep me bound, know
Mm.
this, that isn't the love I'm searching for. I won't stick around. Like, so if you start to showcase those types of characteristics, like it's not gonna last. Like I won't be there for that.
Yeah. Uh,
I had that before. I'm not going back.
yeah. Wow. That's deep. That's deep. I love that. I think so many people can relate to that. And I could hear the rebellion. I could hear the pushback. Not even rebellion, the pushback. The pushback, the resistance. I'll say resistance. I
Yeah,
could
I
hear
think yeah,
yeah,
right.
resistance is a good word. Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily call it I mean, I guess you can call it rebellion if you want. Like
Nah,
some people would call it rebellion, but
it's not rebellion. You're resisting.
yeah, just
Hmm.
resisting a status quo or something that's not like not real love. Like it's not. If
Yeah,
you're trying to control me, you're not actually like you don't really love me.
exactly.
Yeah.
You're right. I love it.
I think so that's that one. Did you have any more questions about it? I think I answered. I mean, this one was pretty like self-explanatory.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely think, yeah, for me, yeah, you definitely, you know, you said what it is that you were feeling.
Hmm.
I love it. Jeremiah, I know Jeremiah missed it. But Jeremiah, if you wanted to share a poem, we would love to hear it, man. Yeah, the floor is yours if you have one.
I think he got kicked out or he's out now.
Oh, he's out.
It's just me and you now.
Dang, that's cool, but yeah,
I
his
know.
probably. I wonder if it was his connection.
I don't know. It might have been, but he's not here
Yeah.
anymore. I noticed
Dang.
it's us.
Okay. All right, let's do it. Did you want to do YouTube?
Yeah, you want to hear one, or do you want me to do any poems that I won't talk about? Do you want to hear those?
No, no, yeah. Let me hear some of those. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let me hear some
Okay.
of the ones that you want to talk about. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So these are like more personal, so I'm not going to like
Hmm.
go into details, but I will share them. This one is one that I called I Know That You Love Me. I know that you love me. I know that you care, but the words that you spew are not done with care. You want me to hurt just like you do, for things that I caused or triggers that flew. I may not be the reason, at least not today, but misery loves company. That's what they say.
Wait, you finished?
Hmm.
Oh, fine.
You said what?
There's no one. We're good. Isabel? Oh, Jay. Okay. Isabel. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Perfect. Thank you. One second. Okay.
No, we're not.
All right. Can you read that again? I'm sorry.
You want me to read that one again? Okay, I will. And then I found
Mm.
one that's
Okay.
not.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
I know that you love me. I know that you care, but the words that you spew are not done with care. You want me to hurt just like you do, for things that I caused or triggers that flew. I may not be the reason, at least not today, but misery loves company. That's what
Mm,
they say.
yeah. You can't talk about it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can't talk about
Okay. Because I got questions, but
that.
I do.
I know
All
you
right.
have one, but no, I can't talk about that one.
So then, do you wanna do the one? You see, you have another one.
Yeah, I haven't. I started reading another
Mm.
one that I made, and then I decided I can't share that one.
That's what I thought. Okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. You should never said nothing.
Yeah, I had to reread it. I had to make sure. I'm like, no.
That's messed up. Like, you know exactly what you were doing. It's all good. It's all
Okay,
good.
this one I can.
No, I
This,
don't want you to. I don't want you to read anything that you feel like you don't. Yeah.
no, this one I can. This one I can.
All right. You sure?
Maybe.
Nah. See, come on now.
I think I
Come on
can.
now. Come
I'll
on now.
read
All
it.
right.
I'll read it.
All
I'll
right.
read it. I'm
Huh?
not. I'm not talking about it though.
Yeah. You don't have to talk about. No.
Okay. This one's called
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Okay.
Perhaps I say as I write with innuendo, perhaps I say as I write with intent, knowing the person my heart and mind represent, in words and song and prose. Perhaps I say to lead you along. Perhaps I'm not ready to share,
You.
not ready to put my soul
All
out
right.
there.
All right.
They
Thank you.
make
You too. Thank you.
it seem it's a scary place to be seen, to be known, nowhere to hide, nowhere to go. So perhaps someday you will know, or perhaps no.
You read the last like four lines. You don't mind?
Read the last four lines.
Yeah, the last four lines. If you don't mind.
Let me see. Well, okay. The
Hmm.
last four lines are nowhere to go. So perhaps someday you will know, or perhaps no. Those are the last four lines.
But you can't talk about this one.
No.
Okay. Why you gotta say no like that? All right. Yeah, Trey, you got the audacity to ask again. No. That's messed up. I'm just
Um,
trying to understand.
you're just trying to
I'm
understand.
just trying to understand.
You're just nosy is what you are.
Oh, yo. That's messed up. That's messed up. Just nose. Yeah.
Yo,
I've been hearing that word. I've been hearing that a bit often lately. That's messed up.
have you been
I
from
have.
just me?
Uh, Probably you, and I feel like somebody else, but I feel like it's probably been mostly you. Yeah, for sure. It's messed up.
Did
But I love this. I love this. I
you
really
hear
do.
did you hear the whole poem? You did? Or do
I
I need to
did.
read?
But can you read it again? Yeah.
This one is called Perhaps. Perhaps I say, as I write with innuendo. Perhaps I say, as I write with intent, knowing the person my heart and mind represent, in words, in song, in prose. Perhaps I say to lead you along. Perhaps I'm not ready to share, not ready to put my soul out there. Bare,
Mm.
naked, seen. It's a scary place to be seen, to be known, nowhere to hide, nowhere to go. So perhaps someday you will know, or perhaps no. The end.
Yeah, I got questions, but that just kind of pissed me off even more. But okay.
You got questions? I
Yeah,
might have
questions.
answers,
You have answers.
or perhaps I don't.
But all right, we're gonna leave it there. We're gonna leave it there.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna leave it there. I love it. I love it. thank you for even just attempting to read. Like I appreciate you even being willing.
Yes. Yeah, I
Thank you.
did realize that there was one that I could not. So,
Yeah, yeah. No, you gotta know your bounds when it comes to transparency, because again, this is recorded. Anybody can come back at any moment and take something from Kara and be like, "Hey, you hear what she said?" You know,
did you hear what he said?
did you hear what she said when he said that? And we ain't say nothing. So, so
Okay,
could you do?
you want to listen to one? Yeah?
Yes, Charles Bukowski.
Of course.
Thank you. I know you love him, so you ain't had no
I
problem with it.
do. I got his book actually. One of them.
Oh, you should read some out of his book. How about that?
That said?
Yeah, I would say, yeah. You
Okay.
got the voice for it. Come on now.
Let me go grab the book.
Let's go.
Let's see. So give me 1 second. Jack will entertain the people.
Let's do it.
You gotta stay here, Jack, though. Really do entertain the people. Don't
Come on,
follow.
Jack. Come on, Jack. He's about to follow you. He's about to
Okay,
follow you. He's about to follow you. Look, here comes.
Jack. Stay.
Oh,
Entertain.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, he's a jack of all trades.
He's my shadow, is what he is.
Jack is a jack of all trades. I'm trying to tell you.
My shadow. He's just like he literally followed me back.
He's literally a shadow, right? And he's black.
Yeah,
He's a literal shadow.
he is. He's my shadow. That's what he is. Okay. All right. So this is the Essential Bukowski poetry book.
Wait, what is it called?
Essential Bukowski.
Sensual. Okay.
Just like it's like poems that were edited that this person found to be essential of his.
Wow. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, this doesn't sound like a title he would make.
It's not his
Okay.
it's not his title.
Okay. I was like, essential. I was like, look, he is stuck up. No, man.
No, no, no. That wasn't Bukowski didn't say it.
Okay.
But
Well, I can't wait to hear this.
so this one's fun. This one's called Layover.
Mm.
Making love in the sun, in the morning sun, in a hotel room above the alley, where poor men poke for bottles. Making love in the sun, making love by a carpet redder than our blood. Making love while the boys sell headlines in Cadillacs. Making love by a photograph of Paris and an open pack of Chesterfields. Making love while other men, poor fools, work. That moment to this,
Oh.
maybe years in the way they measure, but it's only one sentence back in my mind. There are so many days when living stops and pulls up and sits and waits like a train on the rails. I pass the hotel at 8, and at 5, there are cats in the alleys and bottles and bums. And I look up at the window and think, I know I no longer know where you are. And I walk on and wonder where the living goes when it stops. And that's the end of that poem.
Wait. The last four lines. Can you read that for me again?
I no longer know where you are. And I walk on and wonder where the living goes when it stops.
Ah, man. Ah. Well, could you read that line where he says, um, we're making love in the sun while other men work? Is that what he said?
It says, making love while other men, poor fools, work.
Work. Yo, I think I know exactly what he's saying there. Just knowing his work.
Mm-hmm.
That's wow. That was deep. So that was the first one?
That one's called Layover. No, that wasn't the first one that they put in here.
Okay.
Uh, It was just
One of the ones you like.
the third one. Yeah, it was one I liked.
Okay. You gotta keep going. I'm sorry.
You want me to read the first one?
Well, you can read any ones that you want. I just want you to keep going. That was amazing.
All right, all right, all right. I like this one too. As the sparrow.
Mm,
To give life, you must take life. And as
mm,
our grief falls flat and hollow upon the billion bloodied sea, I pass upon serious inward breaking shoals rimmed with white-legged, white-bellied, rotting creatures, lengthily
mm,
dead and rioting against surrounding scenes. Dear child, I only did to you what the sparrow did to you. I
mm.
am old when it is fashionable to be young. I cry when it is fashionable to laugh. I hated you when it would have taken less courage to love.
Wow.
Yeah, that one's deep.
All right,
I hated you when it would have taken less
it
courage,
would have taken less courage to love. Wow.
right? Like, I think that's like a really deep.
Yeah. 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 There's no effort to love.
Mhm.
There's no effort. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It really does take, like, when you think about it, it does take so much more effort to hate someone
yeah.
because you have to constantly be thinking about them, like how much you don't like them.
Yeah.
You know, it
Hmm.
takes up so much of your time.
Yeah.
And like love is so freeing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
It's so freaking freeing. Because you can't, like, for me, one of the most scariest things for me, I think, is like oftentimes I deflect because of my own levels of not even just insecurities, but more so like dirt and things I've done to others. And like I've done so many people wrong. And so because I've done so many people wrong, I oftentimes deflect in that they're gonna do me the same. When in fact I'm only deflecting off of the fact that what I've done.
yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It does.
And
It,
it's
oh, you
mhm.
finish your thought.
Well, yeah, like I was sharing this with someone the other day, and they kind of got scared of me after I kind of shared with them like horrible things I've done, and I'm like, because people may be like, Che, you did this and that. It's like, nah, you don't know me. You don't know my past. You don't know what I've done to others, and it's like, the curse of that is deflecting. The curse of that is constantly looking over your shoulders or having to at times because your conscience bears this scar or
Mm.
scars, I would say, of the wrong. And
Yeah.
I had to embrace that and come to truth with that with myself. Uh, because I'll oftentimes sometimes deflect and think someone else is doing what I've done. And it's like, yeah, nah, it's just that's what it is. And it goes back to what you said about love. Like, man, had I loved or in love, it's so much easier because it's freeing. When you do it and
Yeah.
operate outside of love, you're then, you know, hunted by the unloving things, or you're in a sense cursing or uh only doing your own self harm by not operating in love, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
Mm, makes sense.
And let's see. But yeah, essentially what I was trying to say. Sorry, got a little deep there.
No, you're good. No, I like it.
Yeah,
You,
yeah, yeah. No,
you
but
gotta go deep sometimes too.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
No,
I
but
have some questions now, but I will keep them to myself because we're just
yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly,
I
exactly,
I did I wouldn't allow you to ask me questions. I won't ask you questions, right?
exactly. No, I'm playing.
Destroying beauty. A rose, red sunlight. I take it apart in the garage like a puzzle. The petals are as greasy as old bacon and fall. like the maidens of the world, backs to floor, and I look up at the old calendar hung from a nail and touch my wrinkled face and smile because the secret is beyond me.
I actually don't know if it's them. I'm so sorry, Kay.
Oh, you're fine.
Just trying to listen to it, but this house that I'm going to is so hard to get to. Like it's such a hard house that it's
Mm.
like, yeah, it's like one of those weird ones. I think I'm at the right one.
Oh, this one sounds fun.
Go ahead, keep going, keep tossing.
I'm reading these like for the first time with you, so but this one is funny.
Hmm.
To the whore who took my poems.
Dang! Oh my goodness!
Some say we should keep personal remorse from the poem, stay abstract, and there is some reason in this. But Jesus, 12 poems gone, and I don't keep carbons, and you have my paintings too, my best ones. It's stifling. Are you trying to crush me out like the rest of them? Why didn't you take my money? They usually do. From the sleeping drunken pants sick in the corner. Next time, take my left arm or a 50, but not my poems. I'm not
They're
Shakespeare.
not my poems.
I'm not Shakespeare, but sometimes simply there won't be any more, abstract or otherwise. There'll always be money and whores and drunk
Mhm.
down to the last bomb. But as God said, crossing his legs, I see where I've made plenty of poets, but not so very much poetry.
Okay, I may have to call you back. I mean, I may
Okay.
have to jump back in the car and just put you on hold for a minute. But I'm gonna pause the recording because I don't know where these people are. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
One second.